Hi. I have like such a good feeling about today. It's October 7th, a day of miracles. October 7th, the year of the nine. I just have a really strong, good feeling about today. It's miraculous. Oh, I think you just saw something. This is my costume. K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm so excited. There's gonna be one more, so get excited. I'm gonna do some of my courses the day after the Aries full moon. That's a potent time. I just biked down to a mailbox. I knew exactly. I know exactly what it is. Because you're worth it. Period. Oh, it's so soft. The whole back of the dress is double lined, so it's not see-through. And it is gorgeous. What is the unspoken feeling of my brand? Honestly, when I watch all of my content, what I feel, and it's exactly like what I want my message to be, but even without wanting it, I feel like it already is. Life is so beautiful, just the way it is. It's like reading someone's diary is different than reading a book that someone wrote because they want you to read. It is the unseen, tiny, little, ordinary moments. There is such valuable, gorgeous beauty in the little moments. I feel like that is what people say I make them feel. Honestly, I'm thinking about it, what people say they make them feel is seen, deeply seen and understood, authentic, activated, inspired, motivated, confident, and a sense that like not just confident like survival, but confident and limitless. Confident and limitless. So to me, when I look back at my content, I see the beauty in all the tiny little things, but I think that might just be my lens on life. Because when I watch little TV shows, I see the beauty in the tiny little things. I see in one moment, she is both ordinary and extraordinary, all in the same breath. However, I'm rethinking. I don't think that's the presence of my content. I think that is the lens that I experience life with. I think the presence of my content is limitless possibility. And the opposite of scarcity, like just trust. I don't know how to combine these words, but like trust, faith, and abundance, but infinitely. There's a limitless source of abundance, and you have utter faith in that. But sometimes when you think of limitless possibility, you think limitless possibility inside this box. You create the box. You can delete the box. You are the creator. There's no container at all. It's all up to you. I think my digital archetype is very voice. It's very much the voice. The voice and the visionary, that's my signature. I have layers of the guide, for sure the guide, the magnet, and a little bit of the healer. I naturally speak truth when I feel it bubbling up. I show up honestly and share vulnerable personal stories in full feeling. Like, that is so me. My audience feels my authenticity through the screen, which makes them feel real and less alone. Like, this literally download just came, so I'm just talking, I'm just saying it naturally. Guide archetype as well, and I use those parts of me to expand that feeling and allow the path to be clear. Shine a spotlight on the path to the destination that I've just painted a picture of. Like, my voice comes up, I'm a visionary voice, so it's like my voice comes up, paints this big picture of this alternate reality. And then I go back to the beginning and I give you guide from where I was to the destination. So the guide feels like my talent of breaking down complex concepts into clear metaphors, applications, and actionable steps is incredibly valued. My presence shows my audience what is possible, and by watching my path, they experience confidence in their goals. I provide a mentorship role full of clarity that leads to transformation. Oh, the magnet creator energy. I wasn't aware of this facet of my identity for so long, but it's always been a part of me. People always say this about me, but I don't see or feel it. Like, I don't feel mysterious. A lot of the times it's not even intentional at all. It literally is just who I am. My frequency and embodiment speak well before my lips do. My energy is confident and overflowing with self-trust. Without explanation, pursuing, or shouting, I am effortlessly more persuasive than any other strategy. There can be misunderstanding that I am not doing enough because my power alone attracts so much abundance, energy, opportunity, and perfect alignment effortlessly. My frequency intensely attracts people in places that are aligned with me. I was not born to compete. The world rearranges itself to meet me. I simply focus on the calibration of my energy and let the world come to me. Whenever I was in that energy of like, plan every single little detail, make everything perfect, like attached to the outcome, make things happen, I don't feel activated in that energy. I feel it makes me feel drained. And even once I reach the results, I just feel not present. Like I wasn't even there for the experience, if that makes sense. It feels way better to just be myself and sink in and surrender and allow things to flow to me effortlessly. And then the last creator energy is the visionary. This is the one I resonate most with. So the visionary, for me, it feels like I am fully expressed, unapologetic energy that draws people in. I am here to imagine possibility that others haven't. I thrive when surrounded by possibility-led people who celebrate expansion, especially when they can feel my expression without needing an explanation of it. That part is so meaningful to me. I find with men, honestly never with women, but like with the masculine energy, I don't know, I'm very emotionally present. And so I can be very grounded and like chill, but when I'm like really happy, you'll know it. And like when I'm confused, you'll know it. Like when I'm feeling emotion, you will know it. And that is very like magnetic. Like my dad, for example, he watches me, he observes me. I can tell that he loves when I am expressing my emotion. Men love feminine energy, and it makes them feel like fulfilled to be around you and feel that you're feeling things, you know, and experience like that lit up side of you. And I light up when someone asks me something and I can guide them through it. However, I do not enjoy explaining myself. It makes me feel so incredibly exhausted, out of alignment, and just icky. And so I find that sometimes men do this. It's not just him, like other men do this too. So his intention is like, oh, I want her to be lit up. Like, I want to be in the moment with her and spend time with her, and I want her to be like lit up about what she's talking about. I will express my answer, but then instead of just taking my expression for what it is, and a lot of times I feel like I talk very abstractly, and it's for that reason that I have a big picture visionary mind. And so when I express this, whatever I mean, like an abstract way, it's on purpose because I mean what I say and I say what I mean. And that is up for you to interpret in your mind, in your world. However you take it, that's exactly how I meant it. This is a co-creation. I'm not like a dictionary, if that makes sense. So, but if they then ask me to like explain it or give an explanation, or like they're like, oh, why, or how'd you figure that out, or where did that I don't know. When they ask me, like, I just express myself and I'm like, boom, mic drop. But then they ask me for an explanation. It is such like a turn off. Like, I just want to walk away. But I find a lot of times men typically will, it's not all men, it's not all the time, it's fine, but they'll just like keep pushing and pushing and asking me, and I'm just like, just don't get me. That's the thing that a lot of women naturally are. When I have a conversation with another female, I say something and I'm creating with my energy. I'm like, yeah, and then they bounce off of that and they are creating, and then we're in like this alternate reality, this world where like we just co-created it. They listened to what I said, they interpreted it into their world, and then they reflected back to me how they understood it. And then I'm like, yes, it's not only my thoughts and my vision, but now it's our vision. And that is like, we're creating this palace. When I'm able to express myself without explanation, but when I'm like forced to explain and like I'm like limited, it feels like destruction. It feels like someone's picking through my palace and picking it apart all the way down to the foundation and then underground to the roots, and they want to inspect and investigate every little piece. And I do not prefer a conversation like that. That is how I feel when I hang out with lots of masculine energy. It's like I need to go recharge afterwards. When I'm with feminine energy, it's like we're creating this world, this beautiful world, and then it's just like gorgeous. And I am not saying all men. Maybe that's just my experience with unhealed men, or ones that aren't familiar with both their femininity and their masculinity. Maybe they just weren't grounded at the time. But yeah, I don't find myself getting into like long, deep conversations about existential curiosities with men anymore, because it ends up being like them investigating into my roots. I got off topic, but that was so fun. For the rest of the visionary energy, I hold a future seeing frequency that awakens new worlds. I move from an ancient pulse of knowing. So when others ask for permission, I don't even think about that possibility. I just move from this utter, deep, ancient knowing. That's how it feels. That is literally what Jamie C said, but that is exactly how I feel. Like, she just gets it. I open portals and naturally radiate iconic legacy. It was so fun getting to know my archetypes, and I think soon I'm working on an archetype video over on Limitless Wings between like shadow self and golden self, and how they intertwine and how they're both a part of us and they're both gorgeous. And now I'm working on the 5 dimensions of digital voice. This is really fun. I like doing the broadcasting room. I think if you go on her Instagram or on her YouTube podcast, you can join a monthly subscription, $27 a month. The community, there's a classroom, there's lessons, there's a digital workbook. I've had it for like 2 months now, I think, but I'm just now like getting really, really into it. And it's so potent. And I think she used to be a teacher, and that's so clear. It literally feels like I'm in a classroom, and I feel like she's such a good teacher. She's gonna get the point across in the end. I'm totally gonna understand it. So I just sit back and relax and surrender and just feel like so excited to be here. Like, I'm about to learn something new, and no matter if I want to or not. Easy, simple, but it's potent and powerful. So I definitely recommend, especially if you're a content creator, especially if making content isn't easy and fun and amazing, definitely do this, because it should be. Like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, it should feel like having so much fun. You're in flow state. It should all feel like you want to do it and you're just flowing through. So, yeah. I'm so happy that we got the chat like that. I didn't realize my whole family is here. My puppy has been gone for 18 days and he's about to come home. I think in like 5 minutes he's gonna be here. He was at training my grandma's here, like everyone's here. The trainers are gonna walk through everything with us and train us. We can all be consistent and understand how to maintain his training at home. Probably huge. I don't know if I can film, but I'll take a little video. He's here, guys. This is the moment. I just went to Pilates and I look kind of crazy. But we're at Target and about to get some ingredients, like 3. I want to make little like dinner rolls. I've never really made bread before, except for, you know, that pumpkin sweet potato kind of thing. But it's like little like honey brioche dinner rolls that are like in the shape of pumpkins, and if it works out, I'm gonna make them next week for a Halloween party. We made it. Wait, where's... No, we need like real good butter. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, I'm looking for cooking twine and a life hack for Target. You open the Target app and search up what you want, and if it's in stock, it'll tell you at your store. It'll tell you what aisle it's on. So it gave me aisle F42, and I was like, I don't know what this is, because the food aisles are B and C, and then it has a map, so you click on the map, and now I know I need to head all the way across the whole store. I don't know. So this is my first time using yeast. Apparently that's like the really difficult part. Like once you get that down, then the bread is gonna be perfect, is blooming the yeast. So we're starting by warming up the milk. I had to watch the video back because I couldn't remember how many cups of flour I put in it. I put in 2. There was exactly 4 cups of flour. She's so large. Oh my gosh. Smells like good bread, like yeast. And it's like, So now those are gonna toast and fry up, and then it will all be brown. So, are you seeing this right now? Cool. Chloe almost like ate a whole entire roll, and she said, "This is so good, you ate it." Oh my god, she is so picky with flavor and texture, and sometimes flavor and texture is perfect when she sweetens and cheese, so it's gross. So, now I'm boiling these, so I'm not gonna